Welcome to the How to Succeed in Business and Health channel. BaldwinBitcoin here. Solnexb is a revolutionary decentralized project that offers smart contracts. And today we're going to review how my first 30 days with Solnexb has progressed so far. Now, as a disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research and never invest more than what you can afford to lose in any project, be it online or offline. So Solnex, my 60-day review. So let's go ahead and go to my account now. Let's go ahead and log in. And if we go to my contracts, you can see that my first one was purchased exactly 305 days ago. And that contract 60 days ago has accumulated $1,150. The second contract I purchased 323 days ago has $805 is accumulated since our last update or review. And my last contract is at $632.94, and that is only 30 days old. But so far, I have earned $2,589 by staking contracts through Solnexb. And it's just a wonderful thing. Let's look at the percentages here. With 60 days in, I'm already at 16.4% in progression. You see that? So what's this, August? Come Labor Day, I believe that will even be at 20%. And then my second contract is at 11.5. Very elaborate, giving you daily details per account. And that's what I like. It's not just lumped together. What else did I want to show? I wanted to mention two things before we go. But first and foremost, the leaderboard still is accurate 30 days later. King Saul is number one. Good for him, of course, as being one of the top earners, the top earner. The top referrer is the same with King Saul. And these names in the top, especially these right here, yes, indeed, these are national leaders that you can witness present 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But I will tell you about that in a second. The top investors, look at all these individuals, 19,500, but pay attention to how much they've earned. You see that being zero? That means a lot of individuals are buying their contracts, setting them and forgetting them without mentioning it to someone else. Now, don't get me wrong. If you look right here, yes, others are recruiting as well. But some of the top investors haven't told a soul. Look at these zeros here. This is literally passive income at its finest. I want to go to contracts and I want to see something real quick. You see how this says 305 days, and I've accumulated $1,150 with this contract. I want to see something in a second. But keep that in mind how these are passive. You set them and then you forget them, and individuals haven't told anyone, not even in their household, and they are putting a substantial amount of money into their accounts. I'm going to go to refresh now. 305 days, 60-day review. Okay. Change. All right. The reason I did that is it's 8 p.m. Eastern time. And I've noticed that at 8 p.m., around 8 p.m., I see the daily accruals are added with the contracts with Solnexb. I'm going to try that one more time. And then maybe see, it exactly did that. So at 8:01 p.m. EST, you will see your contracts accrue their daily accruage. And if you scroll down, you will see now that for 305 days, I have 1,169 for my first contract, because that went up by $19.18 in the blink of an eye. Same with this contract, my second and my third, taking me out of 25 And now I believe I was 25.8. Yeah, I was. And now this is 26.47. So 3 contracts, $50 a piece, 60 days ago have already grown to $2,647. And we know that this is going to stop when this reaches 100%, and there will be 7,000 in this contract, and so forth. But that's really good to know. I want to also go back here so I can recap for those who may not be familiar with Solnexb. Well, Solnexb offers smart contracts. The total of 4. 2 are standard. The other 2 are promotional. One $50 contract, you will yield $7,000 at the end of 12 months. If you pay for the $100 contract, you'll yield $15,000 at the end of 12 months. And the $500 15 contract bundle, where you get 5 contracts free if you purchase 10, you will get $105,000 at the end of 12 months. And the $1,000 15 contract bundle, you will get $225,000 in 12 months when your contract expires. Do you want to be like the individuals on the left or the individuals like the right? Now, the best part about it, the individuals you see here on the right still have an opportunity because we are new. This is a new project, but this is a very familiar and stable protocol and concept. Okay, so the individuals here, be like us. Be like us, because we got in at the forefront. We're going to be the pioneers of Solnexb, which means our contracts will be one of the first to expire next year, and you definitely want to get aboard, even if this is you. But I tell you what, I have a solution for that, and this is my 2-year retirement plan. Purely optional, definitely opinionated, but at least get 1 contract. So then in 12 months, when that contract matures, you will then purchase more, because wealth isn't given, it's built with 1 smart contract at a time. So thank you for viewing, and please get back to whoever brought you to my channel. Definitely like and subscribe to receive invitations to our live Zoom presentations held by our national leaders each Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Now, we used to share publicly our Telegram group. Now, there is a Telegram group with Solnexb. You can find that on your website. In fact, I will go here to show you where to locate that. It is on the home page. I believe if it's not on the top, there it is right there. Now, the page that I'm referring to is something a little different, and that is our private Zoom room, where you can't get admittance to that room without having at least 1 Solnexb contract. Okay, so you'll have to reach out to me to let me know. I can verify that, and then you're good to go, and voila, you'll be in our group. But I'd be foolish, real foolish, if I did an update for the 60th day and didn't get a contract. So to do that, I'm going to go down to invest. And you see I have the account is verified, of course, and naturally I have the balance. And I'm going to select the starter. Starter selected. You see that? $7,000 in a year. And then I'm going to agree to the terms and conditions. And then I'm going to stake now. And just like that, my crypto buddies, 4 contracts with a total of 200 invested, which will yield $28,000 at the end, well, next spring actually. Now, I'll tell you this, I do plan on getting more contracts sporadically, but for the sake and purpose of this video, we had to do that. And then if I go to the contracts again, you can see that my very last one, which started the 9th, hasn't grossed anything just yet. In fact, but they definitely did put the 19 here. So do you see how fast that works? Now, I don't know if that's because I did it at around 8 p.m., but you figure it out. Look at your time zone, see when your contracts get updated, and just like mine, they did, but you also see how it's still at 305 days and not 304 remaining. So on average, for me, 8 p.m. is when the account is credited. All right, that is awesome. 4 contracts now for me in this account. All right. So like, subscribe, and I noticed there are a lot of viewers and not a lot of subscribers for the amount of views that I'm getting to my channel. It's a simple button. If you want step by step, blow by blow, chronological ordered, you have to subscribe. Again, you can't get into the Telegram group unless you have a contract, and I won't relinquish that information unless you are subscribed to my channel. Show your seriousness about getting this decentralized income, and I will continue to update you with all the opportunities and my progress with Solnexb. All right, BaldwinBitcoin here, and I will see you in 30 days, and I'm out.